Hi friends, and welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I am participating in a fun collaboration. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first of all, I want to take a moment to welcome you if you're new here. My name is Brenda and this is my Oliver, and we are so happy you stopped by today. And if you're returning, you guys, I love you so much. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paints in the color Pumpkin and Maize, and also in ink and white. I'm going to use some of these poster board stickers from Dollar Tree. I did end up using a couple of sheets from Dollar Tree. And then this 12-inch wood round, also from Dollar Tree. So I started off by dividing this up into 3 sections. And then I'm just going to use my painter's tape here to tape off the sections. And then once I had them taped, I painted the top with the white and the middle with my pumpkin and the bottom with my maize. After they were all dry, I did paint the back with just the pumpkin as well. I took some ink color and I'm using the bottom of my little sponge dauber there to make some dots, and I'm just gonna go all around the white making black dots. And after I had that all done, which will be in just a second here, then I took some white and I did the same thing on the orange. I'm just making some little dots with that paint dauber. Then I decided after they were dry, I took my marker here and I'm just making some little squiggly circle lines in the white dots here. And then I took my orange or pumpkin color, and I am doing the same thing with the dots on the yellow. And after that, I just took some little white or a little teeny paintbrush and made some little white dots on or in between the orange. And then I like that, so I decided to do the same thing on the top. So I used orange to put little dots around the black dots. Then I took my stickers here and trying to keep them straight. So I'm using my square ruler and I'm just going to spell out sweet, and then the next line is going to say treats. I did kind of move them around. I didn't like the way it was. I wanted it to be offset a little bit. So once I had that done, I added some Mod Podge all over my round. I wanted to just give it a nice good coat of that Mod Podge for protection. And because, you know, Dollar Tree stickers really don't have the most strong adhesive on them. Then after that, I took 4 of these different ribbons. I cut them down. I didn't measure. I just cut, and then I cut the ends. I did a dovetail on all the ends. Then I'm just layering them. I'm scrunching them up in the middle, and I'm just kind of alternating each color here, layering them kind of in a crisscross shape. And I just kept going until I had them all in my hands. That's probably when the hardest part is holding them. Now maybe this part is harder because trying to get the twine all around all of them is a little challenging. I did get that all done, but after I tied it, I realized one of the yellow ribbons didn't make the cut. So it was short, one yellow ribbon. I thought, oh well, no one's gonna know, because it did look pretty full. So after I had that all tied, I just hot glued that to the top of my sign, and that's all there is for this one. I added the twine back in for the hanger, and I think it's really cute, really fun and whimsical, which is what I was going for this challenge today. So y'all let me know what you think about this in the comment box below. Okay, today is the Fall-O-Ween, and Jackie with Crafting in Mimi's World got 5 of us ladies together to join her for this fun challenge of fall and Halloween DIYs. Since I don't do Halloween, I decided to do something whimsical. But make sure you check out all these talented ladies as well as the playlist. I will have links to all of them, including the playlist, in my description box below. And make sure you go and show them all some love. Okay, here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I'm going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Maize and in the color Pumpkin, and then my Waverly chalk paint in the color White. And I am going to use this decal I created with my Cricut, and then I am going to use 2 of these like mountain triangle signs from Dollar Tree. I started off by tearing off all of this paper on the front of both of those. Once I had that all off, I just spritzed it with my water and let it set for about 5 minutes. And then after that, I took my paint scraper and just scraped off all the excess glue and paper backing that was on there. And then I just went ahead with some Goo Gun to remove any extra adhesive that was still on there. After that, on the back side, there was some little, what are they? Hangers. So I unscrewed them and removed them. Then I am just doing kind of the same thing as my previous DIY. I used my painter's tape to just cut it down in thirds, painted the top with the white, the middle with the pumpkin, and the bottom with the maize. Once they were all dry, I took my decal and I'm putting happy on this one and then fall y'all on that one. And I did them at an angle to make them look fun and whimsical. And then I did this off camera. I did trace out where I was going to glue the one on the right to the one on the left. And so I'm just putting my, what is this? Type Bond multi-purpose glue on the little one here in my hot glue as well. And then I just added them together just like you see. And then I took some Waverly Antique Wax and I am just going over and doing distressing. I don't know if you noticed when I pulled up my transfer tape, it did pull up some of that yellow paint, but I did go over it with some more paint. But to kind of blend it, plus I love the rustic look anyways, this is why I decided to go ahead and do the distressing. I love the way this came out with the distressing. But if you can't find these anymore, I know I've seen them recently at Dollar Tree, these little plaques. You could always just use some kind of triangles, or I know they have some triangle plaques sometimes. You know, it's really just finding something, or even cones. You could even do something like this with cones. Okay, so I took 4 tumbling tower blocks here from Dollar Tree, and I am just going to glue them end to end, just like you see me doing right there. And then after that, I painted them with that maize color. And once they were all dry, I'm just going to go ahead again with that Tite Bond glue and my hot glue, and I'm going to glue that the tumbling tower blocks to the back of my little piece here so that it stands better. And as you can see, I painted the front and the back. I didn't distress the back, but I just painted it. So here I'm making a 4-loop finger bow, and I'm doing it really slow so that you can see what I'm doing. You just wrap your fingers kind of alternating. You go over one and then you come underneath the other. Then you take that tail and you wrap it around those loops between your finger, bring it up and bring it through that one loop that you just wrapped, and then pull really tight. And after that, I just hot glue this to the front of my little candy corn, I guess you could call them mountains. I don't know. I just wanted them to look like candy corn, but I guess they do kind of look like mountains, huh? Well, like I said, you guys, I really wanted this to be a fun, whimsical DIYs, and so here you go. Candy corn mountains. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. Okay, I want to thank all my subscribers. You guys mean the world to me. I appreciate you so much. And if you're new here and you enjoyed today's video and you enjoy home decor on a budget, I invite you to hit that red subscribe button before you go. And then if you guys would like to support my channel, you can do so by giving me that thumbs up, commenting, watching those ads. I truly appreciate it. And if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to those accounts in my description box, as well as the links to my affiliate accounts as well. Okay, here's DIY number 3. I told you guys, whimsical. Oh, this one is so funny. Okay, I'm going to use this decal I created off my Cricut. I'm going to use one of these giant craft sticks from Walmart. I'm also going to use my Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle and Maize. I'm also going to use ink and crimson. And then I'm going to use one of these mason jar wood cutouts. I believe I got these off of Amazon. So I started off by painting the craft stick with my ink and the top part of my mason jar with ink and then the bottom part with truffle. And I did this front and back. Once they were all dry, I am using my pencil here to kind of draw out the face. I know it's hard for you to see. I could barely see it myself, but I cannot draw freehand on my own. I really can't. So I did get something off Pinterest that I saw that I thought was great. It was this turkey face thing, but it was on a different, I don't know, boards or something. But I thought, okay, I'm going to trace this face out on my little mason jar here. So I don't know what they call that red part on a turkey. Does anyone know? If you do, let me know in the comment box. But that's what that red part was. And then I'm just using my Maize here to paint out the beak. I had to change out to a really small brush there so I could get close to the red without, you know, going over it. So then I'm going to start over on the other side of the beak and get that all painted in here too. You'll see that in just a sec. And yeah, it's a big beak, huh? Once I have this all painted, then I dried it. And then I took a white paint marker and I'm making the eyes. But after I make them, look how crooked they are. Like I said, I'm not good at freehand. So I decided to start painting in the middle of the eyes there, but it just wasn't turning out. It was kind of I don't know if my pin's drying out or what. So I decided to just go ahead and get my white paint and a paintbrush, and I just ended up painting it in. And yeah, that one it's not very round, huh? It's got some flat spots. Oh my goodness. I should have found something to trace really, but oh well, it is what it is, right? It makes it more whimsical and fun. So after I had the eyes all painted in, I put one little dot here by that red thing, and then I took my black marker and I'm just painting the eyeballs of the turkey on the top part of the eyes, trying to make these a little more even too, but you know, it's kind of hard when the white part is not very even itself, but you know, it's fun. So once I have this all colored and painted in, then I'm going to take my, I'm still taking the black. I'm trying to make some eyelashes. It's really hard to see those eyelashes against that brown. I probably should have used the thicker side of my marker. But here I'm trying to make the little lines on the beak of the turkey. My pen was not wanting to work because, I don't know. Anyways, okay, so I took a different marker. This is my Arteza paint marker. It's one of the blue colors. I don't remember the color. Just going to color in underneath his eyeball. And again, I'm not doing this freehand. I am copying something off of Pinterest because I cannot do this kind of stuff myself. But, you know, I think the more I copy, the more I'll learn and the more I'll figure it out on my own, right? So once I had that all colored in, I took my white marker here and made a little dot in there for the pupil, and then just kind of made a few little light dots on his eyes. After that, I took my decal and I'm putting it onto my craft stick here, and then I'm going to use again my Titan. What is that? Yeah, is it Tight Bond? No, what is it? Yeah, Tight Bond. I don't know why I'm anyways, okay, Tight Bond and hot glue. And I put that on the back of my craft stick and added it to my mason jar. And then I took my Maize here and I'm just going to paint kind of like that little buckle that you see like on a pilgrim. I guess this is a little pilgrim turkey dude. I don't know. Oh my goodness, but I think he's so cute. I think it's fun and whimsical, which is what I was going for. And I'll tell you guys, I was started 2 other projects and decided I just did not want to do. Like I said, I'm getting tired of fall, and they were just, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. I really wanted something whimsical. So I quickly scrapped those ideas and started something new. So here I'm just making him a little bow tie. I took this ribbon, hot glued the ends together, and then scrunched them in the middle and took some twine to keep it scrunched. And then I'm just going to hot glue this down by his neck so this little turkey has a bow tie. And then once I have him this hot glued, I'm just going to kind of hot glue the ends of the bows there to keep them down. Then I took my big mouth crocodile and I'm making some holes so that I can add a hanger, and then I'm just going to add some jute twine for a hanger. And that's really all there was for this cute little whimsical turkey. And there he is. You have to let me know what you think about him as well. Oh my gosh, I think he's adorable. Okay, it is a time for a celebration of your recreations. And we have these lovely pieces from Brittany. She made some very cute little pieces. I love that base with your sunflower, the lighted base, beautiful. Okay, and Jane, she's been busy too with her fall DIYs. They're also sweet, Jane. Thank you for sharing. And then Kathy, these are so cute. I love that little reindeer. She's getting ready for Christmas too, just like me. Okay, and if you have a creation or recreation that you would like me to showcase for you, you can send pictures to my email address that's listed there, or you can send them to me through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. I am always so excited to see what everyone else is making, and I am so happy to showcase them here for you. Okay, here's DIY number 4. So for this DIY, I'm going to take my Waverly chalk paint in the color Plaster. I'm going to use one of these little hanging pie signs from Dollar Tree. I got this last year. I've already used the other one, I guess. I'm going to use another decal I created with my Cricut. And then this is some vinyl from Hobby Lobby. I got it last year at fall on the, it was in the fall section. And then this charcuterie board from Walmart. I got this spring for like $5. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's wrong with me tonight, guys. Okay, so I'm going to start off by taping this down to where I was going to paint it. Do you see how my tape just did not want to stick on this board? There had to be something on this board that made it not want to stick. But I did paint the top part of it with that plaster color. And then once I had it all dry, I'm taking my decal that I created and I'm just going to lay it on the white part of my cutting board. I'm going to call it a cutting board, okay? Charcuterie board. There. And then after that, I took my vinyl here and I am just cutting it down so that it fits onto the bottom part of this charcuterie board. There we go. Maybe if I say it enough times, I won't have to think about it. And then, so here I'm just trying to take the backing off of it. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to try to do this really straight. But yeah, no, it wasn't straight. But I did get it straight. So see how careful I was trying to be. But I ended up lifting it. But I got it straight there. There we go. So once I had this all on there, then I'm going to take that little pie. I was really looking for, I had another like slice of pumpkin pie that I got off of one of their signs here a few weeks ago, and I cannot find it for the life of me. Oh, so anyway, so I use this one instead, and I'm going to use my Tite Bond glue again. This is the multi-purpose glue, and then my hot glue. And I'm going to add this to the front of my charcuterie board. And then after that, I took this, some twine. I'm just going to put a little dab of hot glue on the back and just wrap it. Sorry, it's not in frame. But I don't know how many times I wrapped it. I just kept wrapping it until I liked what I saw, until I was happy with how the length of it, I guess. And then I'm just going to hot glue it to the back of that as well. You'll see that here in just a moment. Man, I was really struggling. It's because I was trying to hurry up and get this done since I changed my mind and started doing new projects. Then I just made another finger bow like the one previously and hot glued it in the middle of that twine, trimmed it off, and I did not put anything on the back for it to stand. I wanted it to lean, but if you could always add some tumbling tower blocks on the back of it for it to stand. But there it is. I love it. I think it's really cute. You have to let me know what you think about this one as well. And the final reveal is coming right up, so let me know what was your favorite today, and if you'll be making any of them. I would love to find out. And again, if you're new here, enjoyed today's video, give me that thumbs up, comment, and then hit that red subscribe button as well. And make sure you check out those wonderful ladies' videos. I'm sure you will enjoy every one of them. So with all that being said, you guys, I will be back again on Sunday. So until then, have a blessed weekend, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.